your Christian Louboutin to make a switch religion. I'm not stupid, baby, but the mansion is. Me and Benji are related like relatives. Brought the millions in. Go and get it, I'm the shit and don't need no laxative.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live.
They say in due time, but my watch broke. I know. It's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate. Yes. We ball till we fall. Every dime is a flavor. I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever to
I
live.
get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. And they don't love us, they just love us. How we live. Have faith a minute, put your trust in nobody. Yeah.
Welcome, basketball fans. It's Saturday afternoon, and you're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Philadelphia facing Cleveland. So Cleveland will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Kyle Singler is out there with David Lee and Steve Blake. And there's Pekovic, and it's Harris in at the 2. Blake with it. Lee, a screen on Young. Screen by Lee. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the contest. And the technical free throw is good. Singler outside. Pekovic dishes to Blake. 6 on the shot clock.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the free throw, no good. And so here's Cleveland. On the wing, Jones. Back to Young. Passes it to Shumpert. Fires the 3. They get it back.
Great effort on the boards and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Gary. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Here's Pekovic. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Soft touch off the glass. Harris has got his first bucket in this one.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now here's Shumpert. Off the screen. And he overshot that one, missing.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Another miss by Shumpert. Harris against Young. Harris kicks to Singler, inside, and there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. For Philadelphia, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And he knocks down the first one. Nicholson's checked in for Cleveland. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Philadelphia on D. Here's Shumpert, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Here's Philadelphia. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Picked by Lee. Here's Pekovic. The layup missed.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Philadelphia with the ball. Harris passes to Blake. It's stolen by Jones. Young outside, launches a 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Philadelphia trails by 3. Harris outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from 12. Off the left rim and out. Cleveland leading by 3. Shumpert gets a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Pekovic with a screen on Jones. Back to Harris. Puts it up from 17. And Shumpert pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
1:53 left to play in the first. To the paint, Nicholson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Weiss is checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Anderson comes in for Jones. Harris is checked in for Shumpert. And it's Brown in for Young. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Chris Kamen's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Lazili comes in for Lee. Matt Barnes is checked in for Kyle Singler. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Steve Blake.
Well, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For Philadelphia, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. Both free throws good from Kaman. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Brown outside. Trying his luck deep. The shot is off. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Harris. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Philadelphia trails by 6. Harris outside. A stupendous finish in traffic. Harris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And He made it look easy that time.
Here's Pleiss after Devin Harris's score. Pleiss, the pass to Anderson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Harris against Harris. Harris kicks to Muhammad. 11 feet away. Shot is no good. Anderson cannot hit. And that does it for the first quarter. Cleveland ahead, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Steve Blake is out there with Young. Then there's Festus Ezeli. Then it's Kyle Singleton. And it's Lee in at the 4 spot.
They're not going to run that play very often. But, hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
Here's Blake. Here's Singler. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And Cleveland making a change here. Jeletovic is checked in. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Philadelphia. Lee against Turkoglu. Lee dishes to Blake. 4 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by Hairston.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about count.
Yeah,
alright, I'm back
because
my controller just died on me.
Timeout call,
So
Cleveland. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all
let's get back
making
into
sure
this.
to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jones checked in for Hairston, and it's Amon Shumpert in for Troy Daniels.
Oh, I had him. Fade away.
Right at the free
Fade
throw
away.
line.
Bruh.
Offensive rebound.
He was wide open.
And Jeletovic kicks to Turkoglu.
Oh, wide
The
open.
shot, Shumpert
Again.
pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
That should be.
There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Blake kicks to Singler. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist.
Perfect screen there. Set him up
He's
with
just
a
shooting my
terrific
face.
look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pekovic with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Now Blake. Lee up top. The dish to Singler. A floater. And
No
Jones
way.
pulls it down. Cleveland leading by 7. Fires from deep. No luck.
I knew I was going to make that. That was a back shot.
Here's Philadelphia. And it's Singler in the corner.
Ah.
All alone. Drained
Dang
for
it.
2 points. Timeout called. Cleveland.
I think you just see some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's
wide
got to try
open.
to take advantage of that.
And
Bruh.
Philadelphia making a change here. Jenkins checked in. Turkoglu kicks to Teletovic.
Wow.
And even after 2
My
offensive
foul.
rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Philadelphia trails by 5. Here's Blake. On the wing, Singler. Screen by Lee. Singler passes to Pekovic. It's
No. Get your junk out of here.
tipped to the middle. Here's
Pass.
Young.
Please.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Easy.
Young's got 5 now.
Easy assist.
And what's your
We
take,
need to
guys, in the hustle
score.
stats for Cleveland?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
And it's Pekovic missing.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going
Oh.
up to that one.
Wide open
Launches it.
Shepherd.
And that one's good.
Wow.
And now a 10-point Cleveland lead.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
A different look now for Cleveland. Nicholson's checked in for Turkoglu. Allen Anderson comes in for James Jones. And Lorenzo Brown subbed in for Young. And then for Philadelphia, Chris Kamen's checked in for Lee. Muhammad comes in for Kyle Singler. And Harris subbed in for Steve
So
Blake.
we are
Boy,
winning
you
right
can't
now.
give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when you get it, when he gets it in that tight and that close,
And
that's easy. Real easy.
Let's
Hard to get that
go.
one with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down
Bruh.
low.
Well,
How do you
took
shoot
on
like
the
that?
big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Weiss is checked in for Cleveland. Harris comes in for Shumpert. And
You trying to do me
Philadelphia
up.
also making a switch. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. And foul call
That's
as he misses.
supposed
He'll
to
go
be
to the line and
blocked.
shoot 2. For Philadelphia, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And the first one at the line is good. Barnes, he's checked in for Jenkins. And Harris drops them both. Cleveland leading by 8.
Oh, ankles.
It's Brown with the drive. Here's Anderson. No luck. And Philadelphia the other way now. Harris outside.
You gotta go through this with me, guys.
1:22 left in the first half of basketball. Ezeli can't get it to go.
We go. Who am I
Harris against Harris. Anderson outside. Kicks it to Brown. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing,
He
but
trying
on
to
occasion
tease
it
me.
does happen.
Harrison, he's checked in for
It's some
Harris.
cheese balls.
Harris dishes to Kaman. Here's Muhammad. Another miss
Break.
by Philadelphia. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Oh,
Pass to
wide
Hairston.
open.
Here's
Bruh.
Pleiss.
2K
defended by
passing.
Kaman. Here's Pleiss to the
He
paint.
right
Here's
there.
Nicholson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way
They
up that
just
time, so
pass
he'll shoot
around.
2 right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Daniels, he's checked in for Cleveland.
15
Wilcox
passing
is checked in
and
for Philadelphia.
2K15 and 16 passing. They just like messed it
Over
up.
to the
They
left
passed
wing.
to the wrong people who you trying to pass it to.
20 seconds left here in
And
the
you see
second.
them like right there.
Baseline jumper.
Get
That's
that out of
tipped.
here.
Now Cleveland moving it
Dude.
up. And he's going up for the
Alley-oop.
alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
What are you doing?
Here's Harris.
No,
And it would have counted had it
we're
fallen,
not
but it's
getting
offline.
that.
And so we conclude the first half.
Cause
Cleveland
you
leads
are
by 9.
doodle.
And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the... And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Philadelphia trails by 9. Mirza Teletovic out there with Turkoglu. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then it's Young, and it's Jones in at the 3. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Pekovic. There's the bucket. Good. Pekovic has
That was
got the
good
first
defense,
basket of the
but-
third quarter for Philadelphia. On the wing, Shumpert. Guarded by Harris. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Rebounded by
Bruh,
Devin Harris.
you could have made
Philadelphia
that.
with the ball. He dishes it to Blake. Pass to Singler. Pekovic with a screen. Shot clock at 6. And Singler kicks to Pekovic. But they'll get
Get out of
chance.
here.
Buffett cleans up the mess with the
Why are y'all
savage
not getting
putback
rebounds? I'm
A
like,
beast on the glass on that play. He wasn't
For
going to be
real.
denied. Not at all.
That's
You
not
suck.
the type of opportunity he fails to convert.
I'm gonna trade you.
very
You
often.
know what? I'm gonna trade you. Or sell
with
you
it,
something.
and Young picks him up defensively. Lee goes in.
See that glitch pass?
Can't get it to fall.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to
Ooh.
have to start playing with more
I
force.
thought I was gonna
You know,
miss
the
that.
defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Here's Blake, defended by Young. Here's Lee.
Get
No
over
good.
here.
Excellent D that time from Jones.
You can't.
Young passes to Teletovic. The baseline J. The rebound
Bruh.
by Blake.
That's one for their first
You know what?
4
I'm gonna
to
sell
start
you.
the second half.
He
At
feeds it to
2
Harris.
points.
Another miss by
I've been
Philadelphia.
passing to you all
Cleveland
day.
leading by 8.
Oh, that's for 3. That's for
Jones,
3.
no
That's
one
for
around
3.
him. That's his third assist for Turkoglu. Jones has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know,
Put
that
my
may be the
bench
answer
in.
for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And they're just
There
trying
you
to
go.
take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
This
Yeah,
game
sometimes you
is
just
tight.
need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
I'll put
Yes.
some swap here for Cleveland. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Young's checked in, and Philadelphia making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Brown. And it's Philadelphia with the
Oh
rebound.
my God. Oh
But they're
my
looking out a sizable
God.
deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give
No.
up hope right now.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely not,
bruh.
guys. Not with all the time that's still left in this game.
Look at
I
goal,
like the fact that he
Timmy.
led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
Oh,
And he
oh,
takes that
poster
rebound and throws
again.
it through.
Tax a few more points.
You better start reaching for the ball, because you ain't going to get it.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Pekovic.
No.
Blake picking up the assist.
This
Blake's
man in
got
the
4
center, and
assists
he
in the
doing
game.
all of that.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it
Oh,
done.
Oh!
And easy 2 points on the layup. Brown's got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they
No!
can.
Get that out of
Not
here!
much success when it comes to shooting.
Oh my God, corner
And here's Anderson
three!
for 3.
Yes!
Another 3 for Cleveland.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add
Huh?
up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
It's deflected. Brown dishes to Harris. From outside, off the mark. Philadelphia trails by 14. Lee, a screen on Brown. Here's Blake. He's covered by Brown. Teardrop shot. Blake misses. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run.
Splash.
And the basket by Harris.
Let's go!
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Blake. He's covered by Brown. Blake kicks to Pekovic.
Dang.
And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Pekovic has got 10 points.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Brown outside. And that one's good.
Let's go!
Brown's got 4 this quarter.
They haven't been
was
as aggressive
nice.
from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Blake kicks to Lee.
I
From the
hate when you
stripe.
call picks.
The kick out to Young.
Yes.
3-pointer off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it,
Put
Greg,
it
it's been a
back.
physical brand of
No,
basketball. It's
you
had a little
center.
sandpaper
Right there.
element to it.
Foul.
Gritty and
Flagrant.
rough.
Let's go.
But that's how you win games.
Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Nicholson. And he can't hit the second. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Hedo Turkoglu's checked in for Pleiss. James Jones comes in for Anderson. Shumpert is checked in for Harris. Young is subbed in for Lorenzo Brown.
No.
Once again off the mark by
He
Cleveland.
should make
You
this.
know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
They set the pick. A good look for Singler. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 6 points now in the game for Kyle Singler. 8 seconds left in the third. And here is Shumpert. And we're just in time, but it's off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cleveland ahead, up by 16. And we'll be... And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Cleveland leading by 16. So on the floor for Philadelphia.
No,
Singler.
let's
Wilcox is out there with
go.
Harris. Then there's Festus Ezeli, and it's Kaman in at the 5. Free throw good. Amon Shumpert. Harris against Young. Singler outside. The 10-footer. And he...
Oh, air ball.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason.
Flash,
why
flash.
they're in
Yes.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Go on. Where are you going?
Here's Ezeli. There's the steal.
He's going
And now here
in.
comes Jones. Leading
Flash,
the break.
flash. No.
Cleveland the rebound.
He got it back. Put it up.
Shumpert, no good.
Shumpert.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Kaman's shot is good.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Here's Turkoglu. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one is on Kaman. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far.
One of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
P.J. Harrison's checked in for James Jones. And then for Philadelphia, Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Festus Ezeli. Lee comes in for Chris Kaman. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Wilcox. Harris against Shumpert. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kevin Harris.
Dang.
That'll be his second
You gonna foul? You gonna butt me to death?
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now here's Shumpert. They set the pick. Rocket 6. Knocks down the
Oh!
Shumpert's got 6 points in the quarter.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
And Philadelphia calls time here. A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Philadelphia trails by 21.
I like that. This glitching is like
up by Brown.
crazy.
And Singler kicks to Lee. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Screen by Lee. Just 5 on the clock.
Where are you going?
Here's Singler.
Where are you going?
And it's going to be 2 free throws,
Bruh,
2 contact
you
on the
just-
shot. That one is
Yes,
off.
miss.
He hits the second from the line. And so here's Cleveland. Brown outside. Feeds it to Anderson.
Ah!
Not enough on that one as it misses. Philadelphia trails by 20. And here we go. Here's Harris. No dice from 9 feet out.
Definitely a
Tough D on
miss.
the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
There's the pick. 3-pointer. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
I'm shooting too many
Pekovic
threes.
has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nice shot by Singler.
Dang.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
It's Brown with the drive. And that one's good.
How about that? Going up strong.
All-star
I mean, he doesn't care
finisher.
how much height he's giving up. It's
But he
attitude with him.
doodle.
Philadelphia with the
He
ball.
is orange.
Blake up top. He's covered by Brown. Lee left side. He kicks it to Singler. Screen by Lee. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the corner. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Harris with it. And Anderson has it in the corner. Lee gets the rebound. Lee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
It's Anderson with the drive. He with the
Bruh.
block. Harris outside. Lee left side. The 10-footer. And so
Yes.
runs a trip to the line. Officials
that
on the
was
contact,
close.
and he'll shoot 2. And he can't get the first one. A different look now for Cleveland. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Allen Anderson. And Elliot Williams subs in for Lorenzo Brown. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Chris Kamen's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Glenn Robinson III comes in for Kyle Singler. Wilcox is checked in for Devin Harris. And John Jenkins subbed in for Steve Blake. On the wing, Daniels. From 13. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Philadelphia trails by 19.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Cleveland.
Clark, they simply ran him off the court.
It was all about the transition, getting fast break points, the difference.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Shumpert. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Outside Williams. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Daniels with it. Robinson on him. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. An even 3-on-3 break. And there's the feed to Jenkins. Fires for 3. That is good.
I don't care if they really shoot threes.
Now Williams.
We got the W.
Fires it up. Off on that one. And so it's
So we
taking care of
won.
business in this one. This game may
Thank
not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical
That was
performance
a
they
good
put on.
game,
Yeah,
though.
they were the superior team in every department.
Let's get this. Let's see how much we earn. Oh, 637. That's good. I'm finna open up some packs real quick. Okay.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best. Yeah, we taking over. Listen, spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter, on up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter.
Open this
Tallahassee,
one.
Memphis, holla at me. BNH Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out of Dallas. Better ask Cali. Catman out Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing that spinning.
Barry Jones. I'll take it.
Red light stop, make it drop for the anything you hear that I said, I'm with it. Can't got the crown, then spit it out with it. Say you need I said I get it.
See my team. I told you my team doodle. We got Joseph Young, Mike Shepard, James Jones, Mazar, Television, and Terrell Place. And that's it. And subscribe for more great quality if you want to see some more of my team or my career. And goodbye.